Hey everyone, I'm Dino Bidala, and welcome to tonight's Dino Bidala Show on Sirius XM channel 127, Monday, August 2nd, first day of August, midsummer. And the GOP is in mid-form, aren't they? We see Kevin McCarthy, the House GOP leader, who is so desperately pathetic to be Speaker of the House. This is the guy who literally last year during the campaign, when Marjorie Taylor Greene got the nomination, he denounced QAnon. But after she won and other QAnon people won, and he thought that could help him win the speakership, all of a sudden he goes, I don't know what QAnon is, literally. I'll play the clips on my show. Then, of course, a week after January 6th terrorist attack that Donald Trump incited, he denounced Donald Trump. He denounced him, saying he's responsible for the attack. A few weeks ago, there's Kevin McCarthy at Trump's country club, hanging out at the Bin Laden of New Jersey's hideaway, saying that President Trump's going to help us win the election. All he cares about is power. And we saw another example, I think even worse than all of that, Saturday night at a dinner in Tennessee in front of 1,400 Republicans. And there he talked about how the Republicans are going to win back the House. And he's going to become the new speaker. And he said, I invited them all down there to D.C., up to D.C. if they win. And he said, I want you to watch Nancy Pelosi hand me that gavel. And then he adds, it'll be hard not to hit her with it. What was the reaction of 1,400 Republicans? They laughed and cheered. See, it's funny. Hitting a woman is funny to the Republican Party. That's where they are. This is not new. We talk about Trump a lot. You have to because he's a terrorist. But the entire GOP from top to bottom is vile and despicable. At least the ones who are sucking up to Donald Trump still, and Kevin McCarthy is the head sucker-upper over there. So it's not surprising GOP donors cheered the idea of beating a woman up because this is the same GOP who still loves Donald Trump, a man who defended every Republican man who abused women, from Roy Moore to Bill O'Reilly to Roger Ailes to his own aide, Rob Porter, who you might recall a few years ago, his ex-wife showed a picture of herself with a black eye, and Donald Trump still defended Rob Porter. And of course, Donald Trump defended himself, calling women liars who he had abused. The GOP abusing women, controlling women, oppressing women is part and parcel of who they are. Like, keep in mind, in Arkansas, they passed a law a few months ago where a woman, if you are raped, God forbid, but if you are raped, you've got to carry the fetus of the rapist to term. If anyone tries to help that woman get an abortion, it's a felony. So in the Handmaid's Tale of Arkansas, the entire GOP wants this. Ha ha ha. Hitting a woman is funny. And more despicable, Kevin McCarthy voted a few months ago against reauthorizing the Violence Against Women Act. So what's the message right there? Vote against laws to protect women from violence and then joke about hitting women with a weapon. This is not just about Speaker Pelosi. You know, you had Congressman Ted Lieu and Eric Swalwell on point, slamming Kevin McCarthy for these comments after January 6th when we have political violence. They're right. There's more of a specter of political violence than probably in modern era. But it's bigger than this. It's violence against women. In our country, 1 out of every 3 women, it's documented, will suffer some type of domestic violence from an intimate partner during their life. Every day, 3 women are killed by their intimate partner or an ex. Meaning today, 3 women will be killed in an act of violence by their husband, their boyfriend, or an ex. And in Tennessee, where Kevin McCarthy was laughing it up and the crowd was laughing at the idea of beating a woman up, keep in mind, statistics show in that state, almost 40% of women will report in their lifetime being the victims of domestic violence in Tennessee. It's one of the highest in the nation. That's why it gets a big laugh. These guys are laughing at this. Of course, hit a woman. That's the GOP brand. Oppress, abuse, assault, whatever it is. That's the GOP. And all too often we talk about Donald Trump and make that the focus. The entire GOP is horrible. We have to do everything we can to make sure Kevin McCarthy, the man who tells jokes about beating women with a weapon, never becomes Speaker of the House. We have to fight even harder in 2022. And there's different reasons to get people to come out and vote 2022. I hope the fact that Kevin McCarthy would be the Speaker of the House, the Republicans win, is a big reason to get people on our side to come out and vote. We have a long way till next November. I get it. But this is part of it. It's not just Trump. It's the entire GOP. So we'll talk about that more on my show today. My show is live 6 to 9 p.m. on Sirius XM channel 127. I know what you're thinking. Well, I don't subscribe to Sirius XM. Go to the website. There are free trials. Get a free trial. Then tune into my show, channel 127 Progress, 6 to 9. Better yet, call in. Be a part of our family. We got a lot of work to do. These barbarians are still at the gate, my friends, and they're trying to break through, and they're trying to end our democracy. And I wish that was hyperbolic. It's not. It's the world we live in right now. Be a part of it. Each of us can make a difference. Each of us writes the story of this generation. You know, the greatest generation, they say, is after World War II. I think, in retrospect, as time goes on, we might look at this generation as being equal to that we stood up to save our democracy. So be a part of it. Thanks for tuning into the preview of tonight's Dino Budala Show.